Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City and/or City Folk. Hopefully, you're doing good. I know I am. And yeah, we're just going to get into it. It is a nice, chill afternoon. It's banging 2:30. I figured, we're going to hop on, we're going to record, we're going to have a good time. Because that is what we're here for. So, for the first from Mother, though, Dear Daniel, the sizzling heat and cicada songs. They're a constant reminder that it's still very much summer here. Hot, hot, hot from Mom. True, it is still technically summer. I mean, it's the 28th of August currently, which is... Summer's going away, it's scary, man. It's like, my birthday's in less than a month, so I got that to look forward to, but the end of summer is always a very weird time. I'm not sure if anybody else feels the same, but it's like, it just doesn't feel... I don't know how to describe it. It feels like, after Christmas and before New Year, it feels like that. But like, double it now, because I'm not in education anymore. So it's like, instead of going back to school, it's like, oh no. My brain's so used to doing things once September kicks off, and it's like, no, it's a weird time, I will admit. But we don't have to worry about that. We can play Animal Crossing, and we can worry about all that stuff a different time. So yes, again, hopefully you're all doing good. If you are due to go back to school, then first and foremost, my commiserations to you, and second of all, I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, so what we're gonna do today, I don't really know. But there is an axe, so at the very least, after a few episodes not being able to, I would like to go through it at the Fountain Lady. So, do you know how to use that axe? Nook, I know how to use the axe, though I haven't used it for its intended purpose in a long time. But yeah, I reckon we'll go throw the axe at Serena, visit the roost, do a thing, just do a nice general little circuit, because I want to talk to you guys about something. So a few episodes ago, I was talking about an idea of a video I wanted to make on New Horizons, and you commented it was pretty cool. But I've kind of had a change in plans, because I'm not sure if any of you have seen, but they're closing down Pocket Camp. Which, just to give you guys a little bit of context, I think I will go in the roost and discuss this. I am Pocket Camp's, I would not say biggest fan, but I am probably its most passionate fan. I'm only level 150, but still, I like Pocket Camp. I played it day one when it came out. I used a sketchy New Zealand download because they launched it early there to make sure it was working fine. I've been playing since day one, on and off, and I'm a big fan. Even if I'm not playing it constantly, I think it is a very, very solid entry, and I wish more people gave it a chance. But yeah, a few days ago, I logged on. I've just been getting back into playing it again. I figured I would pick it up. And yeah, there was a notification in game saying game's closing down. Which is a bit sad. I always thought it would make Nintendo a lot of money. Of course, it was going to happen at one point. It's I wouldn't say it's exactly a live service game, but at some point it was at least going to stop getting new content. But yeah, basically the short version is the current app, as we know it, is going to become defunct. But that's not it. They're going to release an offline version that you can transfer your save data to. I believe it'll be paid, but it's cool to at least have it. As somebody who has sank, hours and hours and hours, I'd say I've put at least a solid 200 hours into Pocket Camp, which is insane if you think about it. But, it's good to have it, but it's still sad to see it go, man. It means we won't get any new content. Obviously, it's kind of up in the air of how the new version will work. We will get more details apparently in October, because it's closing in November. But yeah, it's been that's kind of the news of the week, and it's been kind of weird. Because again, I've liked that game, but there is a bit in my mind that's just like, okay, but why? Because in case you don't know, I made a video talking about Pocket Camp outside the last year, and it did very well. My most viewed video ever. But I kind of did a little bit of the math, and I figured out their current average monthly players, and it was kind of insane. Like, I refused to believe it wasn't making Nintendo enough money to justify them doing it, because they were making bank. Like, they were still dropping very good new sets. So the cookies, was the subscription plans, a lot of people, my friends list had those, at least the active ones did. And yeah, I can't make sense why they're closing it down, unless they're moving those resources to a different Animal Crossing mobile game, which I think is likely. Again, I like to think I know an obscene amount of random knowledge that I'm not sure is common, but Pocket Camp was actually remade, because it was delayed initially, but the entire app got remade and it was delayed, so it came out a decent while after Welcome Amiibo did a New Leaf. But the rumour on the street is, from data mines and New Leaf, that the original version of the app was going to link with New Leaf, which makes sense, because it's a campsite near the town that you're the mayor of, stuff like that. But I would imagine they're probably discontinuing Pocket Camp to make a new app. I don't know if it'll be the same or similar, but it would feel as we're gearing up towards the Switch 2. There's going to be an Animal Crossing game, and I think they're like, okay, we missed the boat this first time. Pocket Camp made us hand over fist. But, new game, let's get one with connectability with the new game. And that way people don't get confused. Or they can buy the different game. You know what I mean? Like, I feel that's plausible. I think that makes sense for why they're discontinuing it, because they want to, you know, shift focus elsewhere. Although I will say, they were in the kitchen until the day that game died. Like, if you check out their Twitter and you see the current furniture stuff, like, even the recently dropped stuff, and the stuff they've still got planned out for the next 2 months, like, they're still dropping things until the game closes. It's insane. It looks good. Yeah, I'm currently trying to get a cookie set that's like an ocean view kind of cabin with big windows vibe, very like wooden furniture and stuff. It looks delicious. Not to mince words, I've got those fossils actually while I remember to. But yeah, it's kind of weird to see it getting closed. I will miss it, but I think it was good. You know, a lot of people were kind of happy at the fact it was being closed because there was. Okay. I sure you say I'm thinking making a second channel video on this. Again, this is me kind of demoing it with you guys, but I do feel as though Pocket Camp did make 2 cardinal sins that meant it couldn't reach the heights it maybe could have. And I'm interested in what you guys think of this, because obviously my impressions of the game may be slightly different from somebody else's. But I think it committed a few cardinal sins that skew people's perception of it. And the first one is, you know, the microtransactions. In the direct, they had an image of Tom Nook bathing in leaf tickets. And I think no matter how well you handled it, immediately that put a sour taste in people's mouths. But I think there's the more meta one of it got updated longer than New Horizons and had significantly better customization options than New Horizons. Like, it destroys New Horizons in my opinion in terms of customizability, even though you can't decorate everything. I think that again put a sour taste in people's mouths because they'd post about it and people will be, why can't this be New Horizons? Like, I think there were people who were never going to play the game on principle. I think it makes sense that, again, should a new one come out, they're probably going to try and iron those things out, get rid of them. But it is sad to see it go. I will be buying the paid version and playing on. I'm interested to see how exactly they handle the paid elements in it, but yeah, I think I will make a second channel video on it, because, you know, I may as well capitalize on the stuff. But also, you know, I want to say goodbye to it. It's one of my favorite mobile games, next to Sonic Forces Speed Battle, weirdly. Which, again, that might get its video in own due course, because, again, if that game gets an end of service, I might become a husk of a man. But, yeah. Back to the important question. Hey, let me ask you something. How do I look today? Don't you think I look completely different? Big change. Oh, you noticed? I picked up some new clothes. The design's the same, though. Being also, no, I can't exactly grab stuff off the rack. Oh, someone noticed. First I was kind of mad because you threw an axe at me and all, but just this time I'll forget about that. So here, I'll give you your axe back. Oh, it's time for me to go to my skin moisturizing treatment at the spa. You think living in a fountain would be enough moisture, but no. Anyway, bye-bye now. Sorry, completely unrelated thought. I was meant to buy skincare products when I went shopping yesterday. Look, I got to moisturize too, you know. No, didn't mean to pick up those flowers. Now we ain't stockpiling those. We don't stockpile those. But yeah, kind of enough about Pocket Camp. Yes, that's it, go. But let me know what you think about that in the comments. Now, shall we go speak to our villagers? I think we should go speak to our villagers. So Punchy is in. So, of course, we're going to go pester him. Such is the way of how this series works. It's kind of the law. How are you doing, Punchy? How are you doing? Your house looks as interesting as ever. Hey, Daniel, it's been a while there. Let's see, last time we thought was the day I had pound cake for breakfast, and that was 2 weeks ago. That's not too bad. You should see how bad it is in GameCube. I'm going to celebrate our reunion by eating whipped cream straight from the can. Amen, brother. That's a screenshot. That is... Mwah. Yeah, I keep meaning to get the screenshot video out, but forgetting, because I want to make it look nice and pretty, not just me going through my Photos app. So it is going to happen. It's just taking a little bit, because I'm trying to make it a nice little fancy Photoshop asset, but I'm bad at graphic design. Speaking of GameCube, though, that series is going to come to an end soon. I think later today I might hop on record that. It's getting towards its end. It's maybe got less than 5 episodes left, and I'm maybe thinking afterwards we might go back to New Leaf, because we put that on hiatus, and I said I'd come back, so, you know, maybe we'll see. But yeah, I might go back to New Leaf once GameCube ends, because, I don't know, GameCube I just never really clicked with as much. I know all the villagers in GameCube, I was kind of worse with that in New Leaf, I'll admit, but yeah, I might go back to New Leaf once GameCube's done. Not that I'd be any surprise, I think I've said that a few times, but never skin tools that time, it makes sense to say it again. Anyway, hiya, Tank. What's up, kitty cat? It's been a while. You know, I can live without seeing you every day, but even I miss you bugging me sometimes. It's kind of waiting to pump out another set of curls, even though you know it's going to burn. Okay, well, I love the analogy. Get your tail and gear and give the rest of us a shout. Fine, I will. Oh yeah, I always like upload schedules for this channel are always very fun and weird. Because there's stuff that I've got in reserve to do, that I still plan to do, but like, it's like, if I read out my series list of what's technically a series then what's technically in waiting, I think it'd cause some of you to faint or have a seizure. Because it's that badly organized. It's like, yeah guys, that Shenmue 3 DLC miniseries is still going to happen when I can be bothered to play through 10 hours of the game. Anyway, hi Groucho. I haven't seen Akia around. I haven't. And my empathy is all dried up for that. I did that a few episodes ago. I don't got that in me. Anyway, how you doing, Victoria? You're not locked out, are you? Whoa, kiddo. Your hair is totally crazy something. What happened? Last time I saw you was that day I was eating coleslaw and it looked okay then. Oh my gosh, that's like a 5-week span. Have you been sleeping that entire time? Tee-hee-hee-hee. That's awesome. I have total respect for you something. Mate, I'm 21 and looking for active employment. You shouldn't be proud of me for sleeping in all day. Oh god. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think I may have said this in the past, but I always think it would be hilarious if I did end up working at either Nintendo or Sega on a franchise I liked. Because could you imagine them finding this channel on my job search? It's like, we see you're passionate about our games. We see you've played 200 episodes of Animal Crossing City Folk. And then they stick me in a completely different department because they know I'm clearly off the deep end. I don't know Japanese. Should I learn Japanese? I don't know. I mean, part of me, I have always been a big fan of visual novels, so I might learn it because I know they're more popular over there than they are here. I don't know. Maybe make my own one and self-publish it. Nah, not that seems like too much effort. It's like self-publishing just seems like a big scary word. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I will make a game by myself. Again, I'm not sure if any of you are aware, but you know, the games industry's in kind of a state right now, so I don't know, maybe I'll pull up and save it. Maybe I'll make Danganronpa 4 if Spike Chunsoft don't get round to it. Anyway, how are you doing, Darwin? Is that you, kiddo? I don't think about it. It's been a while since we talked. I was so busy loafing that I completely forgot. Well, good. Hi, fish. Oh, it's not the fish making that noise, it's you. No, I'm going to turn that back on, actually. Again, I still maintain that looks like a torture setup. It's actually me, though. Oh, but yeah. Speaking of Danganronpa, though, I'm far too ahead on recording that series, but I am enjoying it, for what it's worth, for any of you wondering. I recorded Danganronpa 2 Part 1 last night. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. And, yeah. Weird thing with those series is, though, little insight into how my brain works. I am always paranoid about the first episode because I'm going into this blind, but that game isn't fully voiced, which makes sense because it gives me a little room to do things. Issue is I gotta guess a lot of the characters' voices until I get to a point in the game where I hear them speak and I can get it, going on up here. And I haven't been used to that because Danganronpa 1 I started like 8 months ago plus now. So whenever that video gets to being posted, the amount of times I completely get a character's voice wrong and then continue to because they don't really give you much to work on, I apologize, but it's funny. It's like in this. It's like listen. It's like, I have a bit more liberty in this game because it's like, well, kiddo, fancy running into you. It's like, she hasn't got a voice, she just goes beep, 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 bop. So how long's it been? A few weeks, I think? Yeah, about 2 or so. So what happened? I was worried. Anyway, it's good to see you. No, you're okay, is a huge weight off my shoulders, kitty cat. Also, in this game, I just have the option to not do voices. Because, I like to think the voice acting of whatever I may read out in this game is a little less important than it may be in other series. We're probably going to chat, aren't we? So I don't know, it's like, I haven't recorded this in a few, apparently 2 weeks, according to every villager ever, so, I must have just a load of conversation topics that have built up in me. But, yeah. I don't know what to do, because I'm looking at the timer and it's on 13 minutes, and I'm thinking, that's pretty cool, but... Oh no, Felicity! Is that Felicity who lives behind my house? Is it not? Or is that a new neighbour? Felicity's moved out, hasn't she, thinking on it? Or is this... Okay, is this Kitty? Oh, is that really you, Daniel? I haven't seen you in ages. It was a week or 3. So you haven't been around, did something happen? Well, whatever it was, I'm just happy to see you looking well. And oh, hi, Yuka. Hey, chap, I've been thinking. A greeting's like a big dish of peach pie. It's sweet for a while, but you want a lot of the same old thing. No, I think bamboo fits you because I gave it you. I thought it was help us get closer. That's too bad. And she sat for all 2 seconds before they have a conversation. Oh, hello, Rocco. Why is everybody around my house? Well, it doesn't champ, I haven't seen your mug in a while, have I? So what's the story? You decided to take a trip out somewhere interesting? I sure did. And you've picked up Punchy's catchphrase. And now, is this Felicity, or did Felicity move out? Because I have a distinct memory that she left. I was right. And you're Leopold, I think? Mott. You must live here in Toffee. Sweet, good to meet you. My name's Mott. Sorry you had to see my place looking so late, but don't sweat, I'll have it cleaned up in no time. You gotta be Daniel, right? I know we're gonna be both Takeji. Okay, well, I was right. Felicity's gone, but Mott's taken her place. I did like him in New Leaf, in one of the towns I had, so, there might be something there. A bromance may be forming. Though I do gotta say, I don't know what it is as of late, but for those of you who've watched a lot of these series, some of the older episodes, I'm gonna say this current lineup in my town is pretty good, actually. Because I used to be awful with remembering who lived in my town except my favourites. So, you know, I'd know Felicity, because she's a cat, I'd know Punchy, but I wouldn't know the others. I wouldn't know, you know, Tank or Rocco's name off the top of my head. But I gotta say, this current lineup in the town is pretty damn good, actually, because, you know, I know Tank, I know Derwin, I know Punchy, I know Kiki, Victoria, Groucho I'm still getting a little bit used to, Mott's brand new, Kitty, Yuka, and Rocco. It's like, I all know their names. I don't know if it's just because I'm recording and uploading this a whole lot more often, but I don't know, this lineup for the town feels pretty good. So, you know, I don't know, it just feels nice. I don't know if anybody else gets the same sort of vibe, but it's, I don't know, it feels chill. Now that said, am I missing someone to introduce myself to? Because Rocco, Yuka, Kitty, we've done all those guys. Yeah, I think actually that is, yeah, we've actually spoke to everyone today, weirdly. Ugh. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll run up to the post office and deposit our money. Because it's getting to the end of the month, I need that interest. It just, you know, it is how it is. Really, it is how it is. We got to make sure we get in those sweet bells. Because again, it'll snowball. That's what the old people say. Interest snowballs. So I'm gonna deposit this, and I'll put in a good old a whole 800 bells. I'm gonna put in 29,200 bells. Because that way we've got a little bit left on hand, but you know, 230,000 bells. It's adding up. We might actually start getting some feathers in there after all, which would be pretty cool. You know, I don't think that's something I would have done naturally otherwise, but you know, time goes on, life goes on, etc., etc. I feel like I'm out of conversation topics now, which is weird. Like I feel like I've been caught lacking now. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it saying 16 minutes. I know I've got barely any time to try and trim at the beginning, so that's about right in terms of where we're at in the episode. But so I got 6 minutes left to fill, and I have no idea what I should be doing. So do I speak to Groucho again? No, you're missing a key. And despite how much I want to fill for time, I really don't want to find your key. It's like Gulliver in New Horizons, you know? It's like you don't want it to twice, it's fine, but just, yeah. Like, I guess, ooh. Hey-o. Ask and you shall receive, apparently. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to pick up some weeds either, but, oh, please be a fossil. Oh, okay. Gives us something to do, we got a wilted flower. Again, it's like the game heard my cries for help through the we speak and was like, I got you. I got you, homie. So, I guess we shall vamos on with our day. And, yeah. Yeah, for a second I thought the music was fading out to change hours, but nah. We got a few minutes left before that. Probably not going to hear it if I intend to end this episode on time, but we'll see. You never know. But yeah, I don't know what's to stop for the rest of my day, though, I will say. Again, I think I'm going to treat myself to just a bath later. Like, I'm yearning for one, you know, because I have become a shower convert for, like, the last 10 years. Like, I have not, until recently, experienced the pure joy of a boiling hot bath with a perfectly curated Spotify playlist that lasts about half an hour. But I recently rediscovered it because our shower's leaking, and it ended up leaking onto some wires and losing us power in the kitchen. So I've had to rediscover that. Yeah, I think I might have an amazing bath later. I don't know what I'm going to queue up, but that playlist is probably going to be at least 2010s teenage white girl music, as it should be. Again, if you are not putting conditioner on to Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus, are you ever truly living? But I don't know what the rest of my day has in store. I'm not going to record any more Danganronpa. I'm going to give myself a slap on the wrist for being bad at recording Danganronpa 2 last night. Said I wouldn't. I've posted the end of Case 4 in the first game, so I got Case 5, 6, that's like 5 episodes, you know, ahead that I gotta post. And it's like, yeah, I gotta play, I'm kind of trying to play catch up here. It's like, I gotta record less because I'm running out of space on my hard drive. I did have a Civ game going last night, Civ 5. I ended up finishing it. I just loaded up with a load of modded Civs, 20 of them. And yeah, I played as, well, I randomized it, and I ended up getting Lord Farquaad from from Shrek. And ended up winning. I built myself a rocket when a space. And yeah, I was bordered by Gus Fring to my left and Freddy Fazbear to the right of me. And they knew I was going to win, so they both declared war on me. I managed to beat them back, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it was a pretty intense game. I love Civ 5. I've played it till I'm back. I saw them announce Civ 7 the other day. It looks pretty good. I never really played much of Civ 6. I did get kind of, I won't say I got caught up in the hate cycle of it, but I got caught up in the kind of like online discussion of people going, nah, don't play the 6th one, 5's better because XYZ, so on and so forth. Where are you? Where are you? There he is. I mean, I never played much of Civ 6, but I figured, you know what? There's a heavy sale going on right now. I'll pick it up with all the DLCs and give it a try. So I might play that later. Or I could just record more. Again, I could record Animal Crossing GameCube. I could record Shadow the Hedgehog for the GameCube again. That's meant to be a series, but it's kind of behind. We could have done Tomodachi Life. Like, the prospects are truly open for me, which is kind of nice. I could try and make a game, you know, that works too. You know, again, I've tried making a little bit of a mimicry of a Facebook game I played when I was younger. I like that game's AI. I could work on that a bit more. I could change again. Again, I could make Danganronpa 4. That's just copyrightly distinctly not that. I know. I feel as though the children yearn for the visual novels, so it could work out. And wow, I came back in here to sell that, and it gave me absolutely nothing. Ooh. So I reckon we'll go deposit these 5,000 bells and wrap up. But yeah, you know, I reckon developing games too, pretty good. Not that I'd sell any of them, but if I can show them to publishers and say, hey, you know, I'm actively developing a lot of different things, and isn't this cool? They might go, alright, okay, and, you know, be inclined to hire me. Again, if Spike, Chunsoft, or any of the notable visual novel developers would like to make themselves known in the comments, or just move to the UK as a studio, I'm game. I'm game. I'm not sure how many of you remember this because it was sold a few months ago, but my university dissertation project was on a visual novel. That I made one, and I was like, hey guys, do you prefer this build with more sprites and visual stuff, or do you prefer this build with more background music and voice acting? And it was kind of inconclusive, but the conclusion I drew was that people cared more about audio elements, slightly more, even if they didn't rate it as such. So, yeah. Science. It's pretty interesting. I decided to turn that into a second channel video as well. Maybe the real takeaway from this video is that I should, instead of anything else, I should just work on a second channel video for more than a day and get something out. Because that'd be nice. Although, speaking of the second channel, for those of you aware of the fact I like the Tracers TV show from my activity over there, you'll be happy to know I've applied for the 4th season of the UK version, literally the day it went live. My detective skills in finding that application form was second to none. Boys, I think I've been with a chance. But maybe that's just me. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end this like session of yappery before it goes on too long. We're at about where we'd usually be wrapping up. But yeah, hopefully you guys have all enjoyed. Of course, naturally, if you did, then feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It always helps a bunch. It lets me know that you do want to see more of this and all of that good stuff. And yeah, it's going to be it for now. So until next time, with all that said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.